Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as you all know, I recently moved to Okap, also known as Cap-Haitien, and I didn't really explain why did we decide to move to Okap. Why did we pick Department Nord when we could have picked many other departments in Haiti? If you've been watching me for a while, then you know I moved to Haiti about 6.5 years ago. I have a video explaining exactly why I decided to move here. I will link it down in the description box if you haven't watched that video. I spent most of my time here living in the West Apartments. I lived in the Port-au-Prince arrondissement for about 5 years. The Port-au-Prince arrondissement has 8 communes in it. It's Port-au-Prince, of course, Delma, Tabac, Pétionville, where else? Cité Soleil, Carrefour, Grecier. I'm missing one, Kinskov. Okay, so there are 8 communes in the Port-au-Prince arrondissement. The first place I lived was in Tabac. Then I lived in Delma 75. Then I lived in Piblin, and the last place I lived was La Boule 10, which is a part of Pétionville. I also spent about a year in La Tibonite. I went there about 6 months after I moved, and then I moved back to Port-au-Prince, which is where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in the West. I really liked living in the West because it fits with my aesthetic. I could find everything that I need there. There's all types of restaurants there, and there's spas, there's beauty salons and luxury nail spas. There's all types of things in the West. By the time I started vlogging, I didn't really go that many places because I stayed within the Pétionville area because of the insecurity that started. But before, I used to go to other places like Delma. I used to go downtown and just, you know, all around the Port-au-Prince arrondissement. But at some point, I stopped doing that and I just did everything in Pétionville, which was perfectly fine because Pétionville literally has everything, and so there wasn't really a need for me to go past Pétionville. Also, I work from home, so my office is at my house, so I don't need to get in the car and go somewhere else. That's probably why I never came face to face with any of this insecurity. Never in my life have I seen Badi in person. I have never looked out my window and seen these people walking outside. I've never been driving and been stopped. Nothing. Everything that I see related to insecurity, I see on my phone. Okay, I see on Facebook, I see on Instagram, I see on WhatsApp. I've never seen it in person. I've never faced that. And that's probably because I made changes once things started to get kind of bad in the West. 1 week, this area has an issue. And then for the next, 2 months, another area has an issue. Then it will stop and then it'll go to another area. So it's kind of just playing tic-tac-toe or just jumping around in the West apartment. We're just like, okay, maybe this is temporary and let's monitor the situation to see what's going on. Let's see how they try to solve the problem. And once we realized that they were playing a game and that they were not working towards solving the problem, like the government literally just decided they're not going to solve this issue. You can look it up and do your research to know why they are not really solving this issue and how it benefits them. And once we realized they were playing a game, we're like, okay, we do not need to be a part of the puzzle. We do not need to be, a victim to this game that you're playing. We no longer need to be in this area because you're not doing anything to solve the problem. And we need to just leave the West. We don't need to be in an area that has these issues, even though, as I mentioned, it's never all of the West. It's always this area, then it jumps to this area, then it jumps to this area, then it jumps to this area. It's never happening everywhere simultaneously, never. But just knowing that they are deciding not to solve the issue, we don't need to be a part of that. We need to leave. So I was just like, Sam, do you want to leave the West? I'm like, do you want to go? And he was like, yeah, let's go. And so we were like, yeah, we're going to move to Okap. Duh. There was no other option. We already knew that we would move to the north. And so for us, the decision was very easy. We did not have to think twice about it. If we were going to leave the West, we're going to go to the north. I was born in Plaisance. My husband is also from Plaisance. His entire family is from Plaisance. But for me, I told y'all this already. My family is from 4 different places. I always have to say this because I feel like I be leaving people out when I just say Plaisance. But on my dad's side, his mom is from Tomazo, his dad is from Machin de Saline, and then on my mom's side, her dad is from Plaisance and her mom is from Mamlad. I was born in Plaisance, my mom was born in Plaisance, and yeah, I have a strong connection to Plaisance because that's the only place that I really know out of the 4 places that my family's from. and it is a place that I really like. When I would go back to Haiti and I would spend time in Plaisance, I was so happy because it's such a drastic difference from Port-au-Prince. And you know, it's like fresh air and you're in the mountains and you're surrounded by trees and everything you need is like right in your yard. If I want some mangoes, one of my brothers gonna get some mangoes on the tree for me. I remember when they would give me a shadek from the tree, cut the top, put some sugar in it, give me a spoon. That's how kids eat it. But yeah, anything you need, it was just like right there. You're in the countryside, you're surrounded by nature. I was like, oh, I love this place. I love this place. Okay, this is the place that I was born, you know, and I want to live here at some point in my life. And so my husband and I knew that we were definitely going to build one of our homes in Plaisance. We also have a lot of projects in Plaisance that we couldn't really work on because we were so far away. There were very few of us in Plaisance or even in the north to continue working on these projects. And so, yeah, I was like, man, going back to the north will be great because we'll be close enough to Plaisance to work on these projects. There's a reforestation project that I'm leading and I can't wait to get back to it, and many other projects that we had to really just kind of stop working on. Even though Okap is temporary for now, we're like, okay, it'll be good for us. We'll be in the north. We can work on other projects. We can work towards our goals in our house and all of that. It was just a matter of when are we going to move there? How are we going to get our things there? And where exactly are we gonna live? Like, we need to find a house. Like, that was kind of what we're thinking. There was no, you know, where in Haiti could we move? That didn't cross our mind. We just knew we're going to the north, and for now we're gonna go to Okap. I need to point out as well that Okap is far away from the west. It takes about 5.5 minimum. Okay, that's if you're speeding to get here. You have to be really speeding to get here in 5.5 hours, and that's not through the main way through Latibonite. That's going through Plateau Central. It is definitely different from my life in Port-au-Prince. It's been kind of hard getting settled in. It's like two different realities, but you know what? I am trying to adapt every day, and I am overall happy to be in the north. I don't like to be stagnant, and I feel like living in the west, I was just too far away from the north, and things that we need to get done in the north just weren't gonna get done because of all the gang activity in certain areas. You couldn't just drive through certain towns, so we were kind of disconnected. Normally you can literally go through this country like it's nothing. Like, let's go on a road trip to Okap, let's go on a road trip to the south, let's go to the southeast, let's go to Gandans. Like, you hop in your car and you just go. But now you can't really do that because of the dangers of crossing certain towns to get to the next place that you're trying to go to. It was really time to get up out of there. It's definitely time to work towards our goals, and living in the north is going to help us do that. And I'm excited about this new journey. Y'all have seen my vlogs, so you've seen some of what has been going on. I will definitely talk about it more as time goes on. I will definitely show you more as time goes on. And let me know if you have any questions and what videos you are interested in seeing next. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.